Eric Garcetti. I'm joined here by Councilmember Joe Buscaino, representatives from the Port of Los Angeles, the Los Angeles Fire Department, the United States Coast Guard, the Port Police, and others who were part of this heroic effort over the last 18 hours. Let me start first by thanking the first responders. Incredible men and women who I just was with, folks who haven't seen an hour of sleep in a day, people who have been out there fighting this fire, and over 90% of this fire is now contained. What they have done to protect the operations of the port, to protect life and property, is nothing short of heroic. And we know we have the best of the best, but to see them in action is an extraordinary thing. I want to thank specifically the Los Angeles Fire Department, and we have Chief Terrazas, who you hear from in a second, who lives right here in this community and grew up in this community, so he knows it very well. But he oversaw a great operation that was seamless. I want to thank the Long Beach Fire Department as well for their great efforts. The Port Police, who also oversaw from the policing side in conjunction with LAPD and others, the public safety aspects, and the Coast Guard, who made sure that we keep the waterways open. As you can see behind us, this required a pretty significant response. Whether it's firefighters that are divers underneath going towards the dock right now to contain the fire, whether it was the resources above it, it has been an extraordinary outpouring and a seamless work product that we have seen.
Approximately 17 hours ago, we received a 911 call which said we had a boat on fire at this berth. Our initial resources reported heavy fire and smoke coming from the wharf. We later figured out that the size of this facility was approximately 800 feet long by 50 feet wide. And at one point, there was fire the entire length of the wharf. The wharf created significant challenges for us. It's constructed of heavy wood timber, 2 layers of that. It's covered with multiple layers of asphalt. The wood is coated in creosote. That's a hydrocarbon carcinogen. It took heavy labor and heavy equipment last night to create a fire break to the north of this building so that the fire would not extend to the north. Our firefighters did that with the help of the heavy equipment operators from the port. We have to get all the final hot spots before we can declare 100% knockdown. So I'm very proud of the men and women of this department and all those agencies that assisted. I thought it was a great team effort, and I was proud to be part of that team.
But what we've seen is the short-term spike levels, which is equivalent to what we would see if we were experiencing a wildfire, very similar to what's happening in Northern California. In response to the community's concerns, working hand in hand with LA Unified School District, specifically the schools at George de la Torre and Hawaiian Avenue, our message remains that if you see smoke, if you smell smoke, remain indoors.
In the meantime, we've closed most of our container terminals at the port were closed today. We're hoping that by 5 p.m. that they reopen, but we're not sure. We'll know that in the next several hours. That was just out of again, abundance of caution for the workers, the labor force here, and safety comes first. So we're putting a hold on operations until we can make certain that it's safe for employees to be here.